In this video, you are seeing a project developed by my father and myself. The building is designed and 3D printed by my father, and electronics are designed and programmed by me and then integrated by my father using the schematics I provided. The building will later on become the heart of my dad's model railway, a replica of the small railway station from the town he grew up in. Approximately 1 year ago, he asked me if I knew a way to command a few dozen tiny LEDs to make his model railway buildings light up. I did not, but I knew I could come up with something given some time. His requirements were straightforward, plenty of LEDs easily adjustable to a certain brightness level, and some random events to make everything come to life. First, I planned on building a box with an Arduino, a rotary encoder and a 14x2 character display to control all the LEDs. But then, a friend asked me for help on his personal Arduino-based LED strip controller project. He was using a whole different approach, using a Wi-Fi capable Arduino functioning as a tiny web server. I was able to help him out and then figured that this was also the perfect starting point for a solution for my dad's lighting needs. A few months ago, over my Christmas holiday break at my parents' place, I brought along a Wi-Fi enabled Arduino microcontroller and a PWM board, knowing that my dad had all the other pieces I would need for the first prototype. Only 3 months later, the version 1.0 of the Bahnhofs Steuerung 2000 was complete. My dad was super happy and I was able to exceed his expectations since he was still expecting a rotary encoder and a tiny display and not a full-blown web application. The current state of the project is an open source, free-to-use platform which can control up to 265 LEDs with this particular Arduino. The exact number always depends on how much SRAM the microcontroller has. Everything is internationalized and already supports 5 different languages. Furthermore, the project allows for the grouping of LEDs, customizable event frequencies for each LED or LED group, and customizable channel names, with all the data being stored persistently on an external EEPROM chip. These and many more functionalities are already implemented, and I still have plenty of ideas for the future and will definitely work some more on this project. As an example, I still want to add some basic security so not everyone in the network can update your settings, and I want to add a basic way to control the LEDs via the serial interface by a PC to allow different softwares to take over the control. This would allow for some fun projects, as an example, timing all the lighting to be in sync with a song. What is noteworthy in this build is that each room has 2 tiny LEDs. This is because my father was not happy with how white the cold white LEDs and how reddish the warm white LEDs appeared. While we were still brainstorming, he asked me if he could just put both LEDs in each room and somehow mix the 2 colors together. I answered that this would be possible if I added a grouping feature. Today, every room in his building has a group of at least 2 LEDs, and you only need to create events for the main LED, and the grouped LEDs will turn on and off accordingly. As you can see in this video, all the cold white LEDs are on the even channels and all the warm white LEDs on the odd channels. Due to this fact, the odd button lets the building glow in a warm reddish color and the even button lets the building shine bright white. With this color mixing technique, you have up to 16 billion different color variations you can choose from for each room. Not too bad for a 70s era building, right? If you want to recreate this project, you only need a few things: an Arduino MKR1010 Wi-Fi enabled microcontroller, a 4-channel I2C logic level converter, an AT24C 265 EEPROM, up to 16 PCA 9685 PWM boards, up to 265 LEDs, and a breadboard and some cables. If you manage to source them cheaply, you can get away with around 50 euros for all the parts. You can find the link to the source code and the schematics in the video description. Feel free to download the project and extend it to fit your needs. I am curious to see what you are able to build with this project as a foundation. In any case, send me some pictures or video of your project. If you want to learn more about the building and its history itself, I included a link in the video description to my father's blog post. The article is in German, but I am sure that even if you don't understand the language, you will enjoy looking at the numerous photos he included and appreciate the attention to detail my father put in this build. If you have any ideas or comments about this project, please leave them in the comments below and I will certainly read all of them. That's it. I hope you have a nice day and enjoyed my first video with a voiceover. Subscribe for more, and goodbye.